Now, with the 2019 hiking season coming up on the Appalachian Trail and, well, everywhere, I've heard a lot of questions whether I was going to be out there or not. Now, I've already addressed these questions by saying no, I will not be out there. So, a lot of people wanted to know, JB, how's it feel for the first year since 2014 to not be out hiking? Today, I'm going to talk about some of those feelings because they are intense. They are kind of, so I'm going to discuss those a little bit. As you guys know, I'm JB Gunner, a.k.a. Teardrop, and this is New to the Wild, or The Legend of Teardrop, whichever one you prefer. Let's go ahead and get started.
This is Teardrop, and welcome to New to the Wild.
What's going on, everybody? As you guys know, I'm JB Gunner, also known as Teardrop, and this is New to the Wild, or The Legend of Teardrop. With all of that being said, I just want to say thank you to everyone that supports not just this channel, but all my other channels, because without you guys, I could not do this. So thank you to everyone that hits up the PayPal, hits up the Patreon, has helped make a lot of my YouTube dreams what they were supposed to be. So thank you guys. But this is my channel where I discuss hiking and do my hikes and show my hikes, because many of you guys know this is a major hobby of mine. And with all of that being said, it's something I feel like, you know what, I didn't write a script here, and I'm just going to kind of let it out. Now, obviously, with me not going on the Appalachian Trail in 2019, a lot of people wanted to know, what are you going to do all spring and all summer? Well, my answer is work on my job, work on my business. That's actually the answer. Continue building my life to where it needs to be, so when I do make another attempt at a long distance trail, it shouldn't be a problem for me, right? I have to admit, there are going to be a lot of things that I miss, and I'm going to explain to you what those things are now. Now, just like you that likes to go hiking, as I do my day-to-day job, as I go through my day-to-day routine, I do have that craving to just kind of say, fuck it all, and go run off into the woods and be a fucking hippie for 6 months. I think a lot of us enjoy that concept of just not worrying about anything. It simplifies. For you guys that do not know, long distance hiking simplifies life. You have to wake up, simply put up your pack and your tent, eat breakfast, and then go walk X amount of miles, and then come back, set everything up, go to sleep. Literally, hiking is that. Walking and climbing mountains, setting up, going to sleep. And then you have the town stays. So let's first start with the actual act of hiking. The freedom that it gives is something that I definitely miss. This year if I was to say that I'm 100% sure about not being out there, that I made the right decision, I would say no. Of course I'm not. However, I will be sticking to that decision. I will not be on the Appalachian Trail one time this year attempting a long distance hike. I will be out there, just not doing a long distance hike. My next through hike attempt will be the Pacific Crest Trail. No doubt about it. The Pacific Crest Trail will be my next attempt. I'm amazed by some of the views I see out there. That's actually going to be my next attempt. And whatever happens, happens. Now, so we've already established the freedom that you get from being out there. That lack of fucking stress day to day. It actually helps you. And it's something that we all, I think, whenever we're not hiking, we crave, we miss. Because once you obtain it, once you receive it, once you're out there dealing with it, you love it. You don't want to give it up. And that's why so many people, when they get done with the Appalachian Trail and they've hiked a lot of miles, they have trouble, especially the thru hikers that's made it all the way. They have trouble adapting back into society. I never used to just wear my facial hair just raggedy and scruffy. I never used to do that, but the Appalachian Trail did that to me. To the point where I'm like, fuck it. It changes who you are. Now, when we're talking about the actual act of hiking, I do miss that exercise. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've gained probably 50 pounds since leaving the trail. Well, probably 30 pounds, I'd say. Probably 30 pounds since leaving the trail. And that exercise, that day-to-day exercise that you get from the trail, is something I do miss. How will I feel about not seeing the hostels and trail towns that I love so much. I'm going to miss them. And that's the truth. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, will you miss? A lot of people wonder, in general, because a lot of them develop trampolines and things like that. I will tell you the one thing I will not miss at all, and that's bumping into other hikers. I don't do the trampoline thing. I have before, and I like the people that I was a trampoline with, but no. That's why I like doing winter hikes, is so I don't bump into a lot of people. I don't like that. The one thing I will not miss is everybody trying to fight for the same hostel area or hostel bed, or get into a hotel room in one of these small shitty towns and it's booked because everybody's fucking hiking. Do you see what I'm saying? I will not miss that at all. I will never hike in season ever again. That's an absolute fact. And when I do go back and hike, it will not be in season. Yeah, I will start January 1st. I will tell you this now. If I ever attempt the Appalachian Trail again, which I will, it will be a January 1st start date. I will not be starting March 1st whatsoever, ever. So with that being the case, I know a lot of you are starting tomorrow, and I want to say, good luck with everything. Do I miss that excitement of starting the hike? Of course I do. Do I miss the looking out for wildlife and wondering if it was just going to come up at every corner? Yes. Do I miss laughing at the pink blazers? Of course I do. Do I miss sitting there staring at the dope fiends doing all their getting high? And do I miss staring at them and kind of laughing? Yes. But the truth of this is, it is the landmarks along the Appalachian Trail, the way of life, and the people that work along the Appalachian Trail that I will miss the most. Like, it feels weird knowing I'm not going to see Sir Pax-a-Lot this year. That seems really weird to me. It seems weird knowing I'm not going to have that continued rivalry with Ron Haven, right? That all seems weird to me. It seems weird not seeing the Gooches, which who no longer are there, down in Suches at the damn Wolfpen Gap Country Store, which no longer exists. It's going to feel weird not walking into Damascus or Franklin or Hot Springs. That's all going to feel weird. Because the one thing the Appalachian Trail is it was a world of its own. And yes, not being part of that, something that I consider an amazing world, not being part of that is something I'm going to miss all year long. Now, will I be doing hikes? Will you see hikes on this channel? Yes. But it will not be an Appalachian Trail through hike attempt. Will I be out there? Of course I will. Of course I will. I still got Virginia to go. I'd like to get all through Virginia, do all of Virginia. So that's something you may see me do, is go do a section hike where I do all of Virginia. Something like that. But yeah, is my aspirations for being a through hiker over? No. No. But real life has become a little bit, listen, I got to do real life shit. And so, I guess the point of this video is when you ask me, is this something that I was 100% sure about? Or how do I feel about not being out there? The answer is, I feel uncomfortable not being out there. I feel uncomfortable not planning for a through hike. I don't even have a guide. I have not even I have not even so much as thought of a potential hike and planned it out or anything. And that is the first time in not just 4 years. That is the first time in 7 years that I haven't even planned a through hike. And that does feel weird, right? There's a lot of things I'm gonna miss, man. So no, I'm not happy with my decision. I think it's necessary. But how am I dealing with it? Not well. Because I do want to be out there. But also, for my own life, for my own good, I have to continue to focus on growing my business. Do I think that my supporters and my followers on my other channel will still watch my videos as they're cheaply made on the Appalachian. And no, here's what I'll tell you. Is when I can figure out how to carry the green screen, which I guess I could, in my when I decide I want to start doing, when I want to start pushing forward, my laptop, my green screen, and my actual studio equipment, my microphone and all that, then I'll come hike. But the days of just leaving my job behind and coming to hike, no, that's not going to happen. I have to figure out a different way to do it, which means I may have to buy an RV, let someone else drive it, and follow me along the trail, so I can them holding all my shit. So when I do get at the end of each section, I can go record my videos and then throw them out there, and schedule them. That's always a possibility. Very soon, actually, that's a possibility. But I guess my point is that, yes, I do want to be out there with you 19ers. I'm sorry I'm not. And yes, I do feel like a part of me is missing by not being out there. But ultimately, as an adult, you have to do what you have to do. You have to learn from your past mistakes. My past mistakes is that I didn't have my home life right or situated when I went out there. There was always something that brought me back, and I can't do that this time. I cannot do that this time. I still have to buy all new gear. Fuck shit. I don't even have all my damn gear. I still have to buy new gear. And that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I have hiking gear, but I want new hiking gear if I'm ever going to go back out. Like, I want lightweight, ultralight. The truth of this is I've changed my stance on ultralight. I think I'm not going with anything over 20 pounds again. I don't feel like doing that. I agree with the ultralighters now, right? So, I'm just kind of rambling in this video. But when you ask, how does it feel? What does it... a lot of you are shocked you're not going to see me out there. And that's because I've been out there every year for many years now. And maybe I'll pop up and do some trail magic. Maybe I'll, whatever. But I think I'm done for this year. I think I'm going to skip this year. I'm not happy with that decision. I'm going to miss you all. I'm going to miss doing the actual hiking videos where I'm out. The actual through hike attempt videos. I'm going to miss that. But also this will give me a whole year to work on the beginning of my documentary, New to the Wild. And I know what you're saying, but you got to finish it. And I'm going to finish it. But this year I'll be able to work on the beginning of the documentary, New to the Wild. And really that's what I wanted to do from the get-go, was film a documentary called New to the Wild. That's why you're hearing me say New to the Wild again. Because I'm back there when it comes to New to the Wild. There's two things in my life that changed my life. Becoming conservative, and also when I started hiking. Those two things changed everything about the trajectory of where my life was going and what my life is today. And I owe the world to both of those things. I'm going to miss being out there. Maybe I will be. I don't know. But it won't be months on end. It won't be planning a through hike at all. I kind of hope my life just falls apart so I can just run out there. I do. But right now my life is too good. Way too good. PCT, you're next anyway. Love you guys. And yes, I'm going to keep doing videos. I am back now. Sorry I had to move. That's why you ain't heard from me in a couple days. I'm going to keep doing videos. I'm going to follow through hikers. I'm going to update you all year long on their activity. Update you on the documentary I'm making. All this. I am back. New to the Wild is back. The Legend of Teardrop is back. And that's a promise. I'm JB Gunner, a.k.a. Teardrop. This is New to the Wild.
Bye, bitches.